The Luis Guzman and Casper Martinez Show.
We are two wild and crazy guys.
That's right. Sometimes they're funny.
There you go. You won't feel so bad.
Yes, I do actually.
Sometimes they're serious.
My daughter made an incredible squash vegetable soup.
But they're always real.
Do you use a regular toothbrush or do you have like an electronic toothbrush?
And will tell you the truth.
You can't handle the truth.
The Luis Guzman and Casper Martinez Show.
Vaya, vaya, vaya. Welcome to the Luis Guzman and Casper Martinez Show. Or otherwise, as we know it, El Jangueo. El Jangueo. ¿Cómo estamos?
We be hanging. We're good. We're good. ¿Cómo estamos allá? ¿Cómo estamos? ¿Cómo estamos? What's happening, Luis?
Mira, bueno, aquí, por lo menos estoy aquí en la finca mía, preparando para sembrar. Okay?
Oh,
I
you're
can't talk
Farmer
about
Louis.
what we're gonna be sembrando, pero it's gonna be going into the ground, baby, into the ground.
Nice, nice. Make sure you leave me a batch of whatever you're growing there.
Yeah, man, you get some tomatoes and carrots and cucumbers. Seguro, papa, seguro.
Man, Louis, we got a lot to talk about today. I mean, we're going to have fun, people, but we also have a lot of serious things to talk about because, you know, we do like to touch on subjects. I understand that when you guys listen to this show, a lot of this stuff has already happened, but we definitely need to get it out of our system, and Louis and I really want to... Oh, my microphone just cut off.
Okay,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, I am still here because I got it together. As you can see, my co-host, Bendito da pena, pero you know what? I think he'll make a nice recovery and a good comeback eventually. This is Luis Guzman. So you guys know, I've been on lockdown like most of us.
We all been,
And if people ask me what movie I'm working on, nobody's working on movies, nobody's working on TV. Basically, we are doing voice work, animated work, and just trying to create stuff, you know? And this is part of the creative process that we're doing here with our Luis Guzman and Casper Martinez podcast, which I think is like one of the greatest things to have ever happened to the podcasting community. Right?
We're doing it. And like,
Yeah.
it's just crazy, man. We've been having a crazy week in our lives
Yeah.
right now. You know, we want to bring some comedy. We want to bring some joy, but we also really need to speak about what's going on in the world.
Yeah, man. America right now is burning up, you know?
Yes.
And we've seen the pictures, we've seen the videos, we've seen the comments that people have made. And for lack of a better word, you know, this is a total human tragedy. And there is no leadership. There is no leadership whatsoever. There is no responsible leadership whatsoever. And I'm talking about the people, quote unquote, who run this country, have now run it into the ground. You know, they have created this, and many people are saying it, you know, this quote unquote race war, and it's terrible. It's terrible. You know, we in America, and I love America, you know, I pay my taxes every year. I contribute to my community. You know, I encourage young people to do good, positive things. I volunteer whenever I can, and to do the best that we can for all of us, not just some of us. And it is now proven to us that we have, I like to call him a fake plástico,
45.
who is again running this country into the ground, you know. And you know, I don't know where he gets his information. I don't know if he listens to himself. I think that's probably his problem. Okay, I don't think he listens to himself when he speaks. If you listen to yourself when you speak and you are in that position, then maybe you might make more sense.
That I was just gonna say that, it's, to me, it's the position that the individual is in, because you're representing us as a whole, and when he speaks,
When you say did you say a whole
a whole,
represent?
as a
Oh, oh,
whole
oh, oh,
country, as a whole
oh,
country, he
oh, oh.
represent. He's supposed
I
to
thought you
be
meant the other whole.
I understand, but he's supposed to be representing us as a whole United States, and it's
Oh,
very divisive. He caters to a certain market, to his little niche crowd, and this is the aftermath of what's going on. And a lot of people like to say, "Well, you can't blame the president for everything. Did you blame Obama for this and this?" Listen, let's stop talking about what you think Obama did or not, because he's not the president anymore. We're 3 years into this guy.
yeah,
This is
yeah.
this is not a Obama, Hillary, Benghazi emails, because that's all that the other party starts saying. Oh, but you guys were okay with this, you guys were okay with that. None of that was true. So let's keep it moving. Right now we're in a situation where we have protests everywhere. CNN building burned, trying to burn it down and destroy it in Atlanta. We got people protesting across the United States. Why? Because when Colin Kaepernick took a knee, you guys were offended. When LeBron James wanted to speak about it, no, now it's not the right time. When people on award shows, people of color discuss it on award show because they have a platform to the opportunity to speak on that platform. Now's not the time. Just get your award and shut up. When Kobe Bryant put on a T-shirt that says "I can't breathe," no, you can't protest like that. So how are people going to protest to make a difference in this country if we're going to keep telling them to shut up?
I feel America had gone back 60 years, man.
Isn't that
60 years.
crazy?
We have regressed, not progressed, regressed.
Now,
You know?
here's the thing, Louis. A lot of people are upset with the looting, because here's what pisses me off, and this is my personal opinion on this.
I'd love to
People
hear it.
people are out there going, but how is looting going to change things? You guys are destroying your communities. You're destroying the businesses. And I go, okay, you know what? I understand that, but you guys were not listening. We've had all these people peacefully protesting. Colin Kaepernick lost his job because he got on his knee during the national anthem, and people didn't give a fuck about what he was saying because they just wanted to watch football. They make it, oh, he's un-American, getting on his knees during the national anthem. He took an advice from a veteran who told him, hey, that's the best way to peacefully protest, to create awareness for a situation you want to discuss. He keeps saying Black Lives Matters, and then vienen estos pendejos, oh, but all lives matter. Why does it have to be about blacks? Because if you look, every time it's usually a black person that's being killed for no apparent reason. The cops start saying, and this is not all cops, these are the cops that are being caught doing this thing. It's a systematic thing. This is white nationalism. It is.
Yeah.
There was this one girl who I don't know her name, but I saw her interview, and she was so clear. She was like, this is not just about George Floyd. This is about Trayvon Martin. This is about,
Yeah.
Eric Gardner. This is about the other girl who got arrested by the sheriff and all of a sudden was found
by Miss Bland.
yeah, exactly. And then to the looting part, let me tell you something. The community is actually standing up with the protesters, because I want to read this from this is Gandhi Mahal restaurant in Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know,
Please read that.
this is the daughter of the restaurant saying, "Hello, everyone. Thank you to everyone for checking in. Sadly, Gandhi Mahal has caught fire and has been damaged. We won't lose hope, though. I am so grateful for our neighbors who did their best to stand guard and protect our restaurant. Your efforts will not go unrecognized. Don't worry about us. We will rebuild and we will recover." This is Hafsa, Ruel's daughter, writing. As I am sitting next to my dad watching the news, I hear him say on the phone, "Let my building burn. Justice needs to be served. Put those officers in jail." Gandhi Mahal may have felt the flames last night, but our fiery drive to help protect and stand with our community will never die. Peace be with everyone. Hashtag justice for George Floyd. So the local community understands, the people of color understand, because again, I see throughout social media, you always have the white privileged individuals. I don't understand how that's making a difference. I have people who I actually worked with who started posting that garbage, and I was calling them out because I was like, hey, listen, you really want to get to the nitty gritty? Hey, remember Tulsa, Oklahoma, when African Americans were basically creating like their own Wall Street? And what did the United States do? They looted and burned all those businesses.
Bombed
Philadelphia.
them.
Yeah, back in the
Bombed them.
80s, they were bombing Philadelphia too. People forget that shit. They conveniently forget what's been happening in this country. Heck, this country was built with the whole system of looting. The Native Americans burned them down and moved them the hell out of the way when they started coming
The
here.
Taino Indians, they
You know,
looted Puerto Rico and the Caribbean, you know? All
and
these
people forget
explorers
that.
and stuff.
And they
so
act like it's not their problem, so they don't care. They wanna school you on something that they have absolutely no idea about, which is what it frustrates me, because I saw a coworker of mine from when I used to work at iHeart posting that. And how is this solving the problem? Well, you know what? It's not solving the problem right now, but people are tired. They're tired of being passive. They're tired of protesting quietly because they wanted to create awareness.
they are tired of wondering if their son is going to make it home from school, from work, and
From
not
playing
be the
outside
next
with a toy
victim.
gun,
You
because
know?
we have all those
Yeah,
stories.
we have all those stories. That little kid in Cleveland a few years back that was shot by the cops in a playground, and the kid was playing with a toy gun.
Yep.
You can't even be a child in America and not worry about whether you are going to make it home or not. You can't even be a parent at peace without thinking that your child is going to make it home or not. You know,
And
this
that's
is not
scary.
the America that I bought into. This is not the America that I hold up to the world and say, look at us, look at us. Right now, America is wounded. It lacks leadership,
It lacks
and
unity, you
it
know.
lacks. Well, you know what? That comes with the lack of leadership, because
Absolutely.
the leadership in this country is nothing more but a tool of divisiveness, a tool
Absolutely.
of
It's like if we have a
divisiveness.
big bully, that big bully from high school is the one who's running this country, because there's no message of, hey, let's go ahead, let's discuss this. Let's talk. How can we make
And you
things
know,
better?
and you know that big bully from high school, I will kick his ass
With a
any day.
chancleta.
I will, man. Yo meto tres chancletazos en la boca. That motherfucker ain't never coming back.
Yeah.
And I'm angry and I'm hurting, and my heart goes out to Mr. Floyd, his family, their loss, you know, and and you know what? I again, just like you just mentioned, I'm hanging out with some people yesterday, social distancing, of course, and one of them, because I brought it up, I said, it's really terrible what happened to that man, and then the first response is, "Oh my God!" And the looting, that is terrible. And I go, "Are you fucking kidding me? Is that where you open your conversation?" You know? And like I said, man, we can't turn a blind eye to what's happening. You know? And hopefully, we as a people, have to understand this. We must use our power. Our power is in the vote. Our
Yes,
power
sir.
is in the vote. And I'm not talking about just voting for president. I'm talking about starting
Locally.
at
Yeah.
at the local level.
Mm-hmm.
Starting at the local level. Because the problem with many politicians, especially the majority that go to DC, they're bought after a while. They
Yeah.
are bought. You know,
They're like
so
NASCAR drivers. They should have logos of which companies are lobbying and which companies are paying them off.
That's
Seriously.
right. That's right. So listen, man. You know, we Casper and I wanted to discuss these things because they're important, because they do affect us. They do affect people out there. And look, people, you got to understand something, especially about me, about Luis Guzman. I have grown up with everybody. I have grown up with every ethnic group in the world because I
I
grew
was
up on
just
the
gonna
Lower
say
East
that.
Side.
Hmm.
I grew up on the Lower East Side of New York City. I had Irish friends, Jewish friends, Hasidic friends, Jamaican, Dominican, Mexican, Puerto Rican, Polish, Ukrainian, Filipino, you name it. We all grew up together.
Yep.
Together, we all grew up and we looked out for one another. And if somebody said something that was out of place, we put them in their place.
And
You
we took
know?
care of each other. Listen, I grew up in the South Bronx, and I had neighbors que they're African American. They used to try to cornroll me and my brother. I had the hardware store was owned by an Asian gentleman. You know, it's just like you said, Louis. We grew up with Jewish, Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, Italians. You know, there was back in the 60s and 70s there was a lot of that racial tension, but then later on we just started becoming, you know, united. We had neighbors that if you were hungry, we feed you. The community fed you. You know, we knew who was having a hard time in the neighborhood. We used to do little compritas for our families and our friends. We really looked out for each other in the communities like the South Bronx and the Lower East Side.
Yeah, and you know, again, here we are 2020, and man, the regression that we have gone through. You know, America is not great right now. America is far from great. America has been diminished, and it had been diminished by this egocentric leadership that
And it's crazy
exists
because
today.
it's not only the whole George Floyd thing, because, yeah, we could talk a little about George Floyd. And let me tell you something. George Floyd was a decent human being because you know how it goes. Anytime that an African American individual is being held down by the cops and something's done with them, the first thing they do is, well, what did he do? Well, we didn't see the whole video. Well, we don't know the whole story, you know. And then all of a sudden, little articles start coming out. Oh, back when he was 17 years old, he got busted with a joint and he went to jail. Also, he's a criminal. He's a thug. That wasn't the story with George Floyd. That didn't happen, and I'm glad it didn't, because what started coming out was that he was a God-fearing man, that he would put out videos on his social media telling the younger generation, hey guys, you can't be going out there killing each other. We're family. You need love in your life. This guy was a positive individual. And then it gets even creepier because the cop who had his damn knee on his neck worked with him at a place called the Latin Rodeo as bouncers. So they know each other, you know. And this guy died over a $20 counterfeit bill because at first people were saying, oh, it's about a forged check. Listen, even if it was a forged check, you're not judge and jury. You're not supposed to be killing someone who you're arresting over forgery, because let me tell you something, and I know it's going to sound racist, but when a white person does forgery, the worst they do is they send them to one of these little federal summer camp kind of prisons to do bullshit time. You know,
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
but no, George Floyd lost his life, and then now there's insult to injury because the autopsy that came out is bullshit. The autopsy is saying that he had heart issues, that maybe he had some drugs in his system, and I'm going, you know what? The family needs to ask for their own autopsy because to me
Well, I
that
don't.
coroner is bought.
I think the facts is the fact, in that painful video of seeing a human being die right before our eyes. That's that's the fact. That's
Yep.
the fact. Don't
No,
don't tell me he had. Yeah, you know what? He had heart conditions, and if he did have heart conditions, hey, everybody has some kind of condition. But that was accentuated by someone having one cop with a knee on his neck, and the two other fucking cops had their knees on both his legs. His
Mm-hmm.
circulation is bottoming out. And now this is another thing that I want to say before we continue here. I have I have good friends, true friends, brothers and sisters who are law enforcement uh,
Absolutely.
officers. I love them to death. I talk to them. You know, they go to work, they want to do their job, they want to get home to their family, but more so than anything, they want to look out for their community.
Yep.
You know, not
Absolutely.
not every cop is a bad cop. Hell no.
Nope. Nope.
You
That's
know,
not the
just
message we're
like
sending.
just like just like not every teacher is a good teacher, but there are
Mm-hmm.
plenty of good teachers. Not every doctor is a good doctor, but there's plenty of good doctors. You know,
Absolutely.
not everybody's a good actor, but there's plenty of good actors. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? And so we are not dumping. We are venting. Okay, we are venting because hey man, it's right there, right in your face for you to see. For you to see. Some asshole mayor or governor over that of Mississippi, he made some statement saying that you know uh, I forgot that look that it's just blatant racism that some people express over this. Oh, he deserved it. Oh, he just should have shut up. No, this, no, that. You know what? It's on the video. It's on the video. You know, put your racism to the side. And by the way, not everybody, people are not born racist. Okay?
No.
No, nobody is born a racist.
That
A
is taught.
baby does not come out of a womb saying, you know, fuck this and fuck that, and these people and that. I
Nope.
just think that I just think that because of lack of leadership, there's a lack of unity in this country,
I
and
know.
there's nothing and there's nothing that this asshole can do to unify this country because he has taken it over over the edge.
Can I say something? I've been hearing you guys, and I wanted. It's just incredible for me personally. I think that in a big way, he doesn't want it to get better. But that's all I'm going to say. That's my technical term for it.
No, I get it. I get it. You know, it's just crazy. It's so much things compounding. The unemployment issue, the fact that we're on lockdown. You know, um, uh, again, time and time we see another African American sister or brother being killed by a police department who says, "Hey, he was not complying. I'm fearing for my life." And then when you see the data, where you see the real information, oh, he was attacking me. And then when they do the research, the person was running and they got bullets on their back. How was he attacking that cop? How was this lady being not complying? That this poor man, George Floyd, was being detained. At no point in time did he fight anybody. He sat down in a corner. The cop was talking to him. Where was he trying to, where at one point in any of the video footage that we've seen so far, did he try to run away? Did he fight the cops? Did he push them away? None of that happened. And
None of
people
that.
just got fed up.
And
People,
and
people are tired of saying the same thing. We protest quietly. We tell you, please help. Please listen to us. Our children matter. You know how many mothers and fathers out there right now, every day, are scared for their kids to play in the park, to hang out. They're afraid that if three of them are in a car and a white cop pulls them over, they're not coming home. How? It's mind blowing. I don't have any kids, but it hurts me because I don't want to see these kids dying because of a systematic racism that we have. These white nationalists that are all in the police departments. Right now, they go, oh, we're going to send the FBI to investigate this and that. We need to go ahead and really start cleaning out all these police departments because they're everywhere. These guys are hiding in all these different police departments in different places. Mississippi, Alabama, Florida, Georgia, they're everywhere. It's crazy, but they don't get it because we talk about this, and what do people say? You guys don't know what you're talking about. Oh, you guys are saying that all the cops are bad. No, we're not. We're never saying that. We always make it clear, but people want to hear what they want to hear.
Yeah, and also, let's not forget this. There are many, many, many brown children still locked in cages along the border.
Exactly.
Okay, and there have been a definite, a deafening silence in that. You know, I remember and I know. But so people, please understand that we're just as human as all you guys are. This is
Yes.
our opinion, but it's also the factual stuff because it's right in your face. Again, it is right in your face. Nobody can tell us, oh, where you get your information from. Oh, you don't know. You know what? It is all in your face. A
The
man
revolution will be
calling,
televised.
uh, a man calling for his mother, while this despicable human being cop, lowlife, took this man's life as he was calling for his mama, you know. And again, Ken Casper said it, he was not fighting them, he was not resisting, and look at what this situation has set off, you know. Look at what this situation has set off. America is burning, and there is a lack of leadership, and we got to replace that. That's all I have to say. I'm not endorsing anybody. I'm just saying the leadership that's here right now got to go. It has regressed our country 50, 60 years.
Yep.
Okay,
All
so
right.
we're
Well,
going to
give
take a
me,
little break. We're going to take a little break.
and we'll be right back
Casper?
with a little more comedy. Again, we want to lighten the mood, but we want to thank you guys for at
Okay,
least
okay,
listening
okay,
to us.
okay, Casper, why you got to cut me off like that? There you go, cutting me off. You see what I'm saying, bro? Coño, está cabrón. All right, we'll be back, people. We'll be back. We'll be back, and hang in there with us. And I wish us all peace,
Love is love.
and la lucha continúa. All right,
That's right.
we'll be back.
Disney theme parks are reopening soon with new attractions and features your family will love and modified to keep you safe. On Main Street, Minnie and Mickey take your temperature. Then, as you walk through the park in your Marvel Hero or Monsters Inc. mask, you can stop off at the Avengers Infinity War hand wash featuring Thor's God of Thunder soap. Then it's on to see Snow White and the Seven Doctors. Afterwards, you'll grab a bite at the Pirates of the Quarantine Cafe or take a submarine ride in the Clorox Lagoon. It's all coming to the Magic Kingdom Disney theme parks. We'll CDC you soon.
One is on the money. The other one thinks he's funny.
Nice.
The Luis Guzman and Casper Martinez Show.
Huepa chuleta, welcome back to the Luis Guzman, Casper Martinez, jangueando a donde quiera.
That's how we
podcast.
do. That's how we do. I'm really
true.
excited about this show. Today, we have one of our dearest friends. As a matter of fact, I met Louis.
Dearest
because
friend,
of-
like a brother.
This is
He's like a brother.
And hermano de nosotros, because I met Louis through him. You guys, I want to introduce you guys to a guy who's had many restaurants. It's easy because once you say Jimmy's Bronx Cafe, you know who he is, but he's at Don Coqui, Jimmy's Bronx Cafe, Jimmy's Downtown, Jimmy's Midtown, Jimmy's Uptown. My brother from another mother, Jimmy Rodriguez, is in the house with us. What's going on, Jimmy?
Jimmy!
Mi hermanos. How
You're
can you
looking-
say that Casper, Casper, how can you say Louis not a brother, Louis not a brother?
I didn't say Louis not a brother. I said we're
Thank
all
you.
brothers.
Thank you for saying
No
that, Jimmy.
no
because
empiece
I've
el
been going through a
bochinche.
lot of stuff with, I have been having to correct Casper like literally like 70% of the time. Jimmy, how you doing, papi? How you been?
Oño, I'm corona free. I took the test 2 times with the fucking swab, came negative. Can you believe that shit? And I was
Nice.
bugging
Tell us
out
what-
for like 3 weeks.
What did
And
you
for
go
3
through,
weeks,
papi?
I bugged out and I did the antibody test and I came back positive. and I'm the happiest man in the world.
So tell me, when you had the virus, tell me like stuff that you went through. What were you feeling?
So the Saturday night, I was like praying and wishing that I had Corona, and I videotaped the shit. I was like, yo, dude, fucking Corona, this fucking bullshit is fucking up everything. It's fucking up the world. I wish I already had this goddamn Corona. Meantime, my daughter had Corona for 2 weeks.
Wow.
And all of a sudden, she's not breathing properly. She can't get up the steps. Her husband, the same thing. So I'm like, oh, maybe that's not funny. So Sunday I went to work. I didn't feel good. Monday, I'm like, you know what? I'm staying home. I stood home for 5 days. I took the test on Thursday. Test came back negative. Took the test the following Tuesday, negative. Bugged out for 3 weeks. Somebody called me and said, yo, they're doing the antibody over there at City MD. I went over there. It's $200. I walked in. It's free. Fuck free. It was even better than that. The girl came over to me and says, Corona related, it's free. 3 days later, I got the result. Positive. This is the first time I wanted to be positive for something. Fuck, chlamydia or VD or gonorrhea, but I was motherfucking positive for fucking COVID. I was the happiest motherfucker in the world. I'm like, yes. Coño, no more masks, no more wiping shit down. I'm good. Figure that one out.
I hear you, man.
Well, I'm glad you're doing better, man. But I want to ask you, throughout this whole COVID-19 thing, how's your restaurant doing? How are you guys handling this?
We fucked. We all fucked.
Wow.
Like, yo, this is like, you talk about, like, we like spoiled children. We're from New York, right? Imagine living in Tennessee, and like one of those, like, counties and places around America where every 10 years a fucking storm comes through and wipes everything out. We never had one of those things. Like, oh, I can't go to work. Motherfucking government's giving me $600 to stay home plus my unemployment. Who the fuck wants to work? Like, yo, ain't nobody bitching, moaning, complaining. I'm like, how the fuck Costco's open? They sell food, clothes, shoes, everything in the fucking world. And the clothing store's closed, restaurant is closed, like, jewelry stores are closed, but these motherfuckers are selling everything, and they hold 10,000 people a day. This is a fucked up country.
Yeah. Well,
think about it.
Talk about fucked up is right, Jimmy. Let me ask you, bro. I gotta ask you this, man, because we see what's going on right now. What do you think about what's going on in Minnesota and across the country?
It's really fucked up because I got a lot of perspectives. Like, half my boys are on the job and they cops. Mm-hmm. I love my brothers. I love them. They're family. They're Spanish. They're black. They're white. They're my brothers. But that one motherfucking asshole with 3 participants watch him, they should have kicked him in the fucking head and smacked the shit out of him for doing what he did. They fucked up. So 4 guys fucked up. All right. They fucked up and they took one of our brothers away from us. But now you're going to burn black-owned business. You're fucking up communities that people build up, the targets. People have jobs, careers. Motherfuckers that don't live in our community are going to come to our community, burn it down, rob us. Fuck them. Beat the shit out of them. Don't let somebody come in front of you and throw something at a cop that doesn't live in our community. It's going to throw it at one of our brothers and sisters. Those are our family. That's our family. How the fuck somebody going to... Listen, granted, I was an asshole. He did what he did. He's wrong. Let him go to jail. Let him do life. But we don't take anybody's life. We don't destroy anybody's business, anybody's dream. The fuck is wrong with you? We all have, humble beginnings, I hope. How you do that? I don't understand.
Yes. That's a good perspective. That's a really good perspective, man. Jimmy, let me ask you.
I see brothers crying because they lost their business. They didn't have a fucking insurance to insure the motherfucker. You burn his business down. Why do you have the right to burn somebody else's business down? Granted, burn the fucking precinct. I'm not going to say that's right. That was wrong. But don't burn somebody's business. Don't go in there to loot somebody. Like, yo, that Target has 300 jobs. You shut down the Target, you rob that shit ain't coming back. Are you retarded? The fuck's wrong with you?
Yeah. Well, I hear what you're saying and I hear the sentiment, I just also feel, man, that people in this country are so fed up, you know. And I'm not saying to give them a right to do that, but there's like a lot of deep wounds and a lot of pain going on in this country right now, and that's being amplified by uh, a Plástico 45 who is really dividing this country and dividing people. And we see what some of those results are. People are dying unnecessarily, man. And people,
No,
for that matter,
and I
like you
feel
said,
bad. I'm a Christian.
and people, like for that matter, like you said, are losing their businesses behind this. You know,
Yeah,
so
but I don't
know,
want to listen. If you want to burn down your business because you're angered and you feel like, yo, I'm going to burn down my company because I'm upset, it's okay. But don't burn down a black man's business, a white man's business, somebody's dream as a family, just because one guy did something stupid. We have 100 fucking stupid niggas around us every fucking day that we want to smack the shit out of them just because they wake up on the wrong side of it because they're a bunch of fucking idiots. But don't fucking burn down a community behind the motherfucker. Come on, are you really serious about this? Half the motherfuckers that we have to teach every day as responsible OGs and master Gs, we look at them like, yo, I understand your dad wasn't around, your uncle wasn't around, your big brother wasn't around. They didn't kick your ass growing up in the neighborhood. But you're doing shit like you don't even know how to pick up your fucking pants. And you're walking around wanting to destroy somebody's business and life and career and livelihood. Yes, I don't condone that white motherfucking retard cop that did that to him. 8 minutes on his neck. I don't condone it. But I'm not going to go destroy somebody else's neighborhood unless I'm going to destroy mine first. And I don't see nobody doing that.
that's true. That to me, that's like it's a lot. You know, I mean, I think one of the particulars is that, like I said, I think people have been wounded, really bad. I mean, look at that young man that got shot by those two white guys, and they try to put it under the rug until that
Right.
video came out. You
Yeah,
know?
but then if you really feel bad, shoot yourself. Stab yourself. Don't fucking stab your brother and sister's business. Don't fucking beat up somebody that has nothing to do with it. And why the fucking bruise an innocent person? Are you retarded? Like, dude, if you really feel bad, stab yourself, shoot yourself. But don't go out and destroy somebody else's life. Now, listen, there's 300 jobs that were lost, and all of those jobs and businesses you burned down. Was it really worth it? Those people are gonna now struggle because of it. Who gave you that fucking right? You don't have that fucking right to destroy. You destroy your life. Don't destroy other people's lives. That's not right.
So, Jimmy, I gotta change this up a little bit, okay?
I love you.
Okay. Tell me, what do you love about Casper Martinez?
You want me to talk about his gay side or his straight side? Which side you want me to talk about?
Papi, whatever.
Well, the thing is,
whatever
you know
side,
both. You know both.
Casper,
So go ahead.
Whatever side makes you fizzle.
I'm always fizzling around Casper because Casper
That
is the
is
most
true.
beautiful guy you're ever going to find. You know, no matter what, Casper walks in the room and there goes sunshine. Whether he's in a happy side, a gay side, or what, it don't matter what side he's on. He's happy.
Diantre.
He's always like the energy.
Did you pay him? Did you pay him? Did you pay him differently depending on the mood?
Well, you know, he always got bonuses and he always got tips. And
Wait,
the
did you
perks
say
were
bonus?
amazing.
He always got
Yeah.
bonuses? Coño,
Bonuses
Casper.
and perks.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, Jimmy, I got to tell you, brother, we known each other forever, man. And I've always been proud of you. You're a good man. You've done incredible stuff for the community always. You've always looked out for people and on top for your family, you know. And on top of that, always been a symbol of success, you know. I mean, I know, look, we all struggle. We're struggling right now and stuff like that. But, you know, every time I turn around, it's like, oh, shit, what's Jimmy up to now? Oh, damn. Okay. You know, and you've always keep it moving forward. And you're a great example, bro. You're a great example to many people. And I admire you for that and for many other things, But I'm just very, very grateful to you, brother.
Listen, I am like beyond excited to just call you my friend, my brother, my family. You are like a legend. I'm so proud of all the work you've done. I mean, you really represent the Puerto Rican community in Hollywood and movies. And just a person, like, no matter what you do, no matter what role you play, anybody that you touch or comes within 6 feet of you, you've been able to change their world and perspective of who you are, being blessed by God and being that beautiful person.
Jimmy, I thought you were going to say,
say,
Jimmy, when you said if somebody comes within 6 feet from you, I thought you were going to say, get the fuck back, motherfucker.
Social distancing,
back,
Poppy.
motherfucker.
Social distancing,
No.
Yeah.
Like a good neighbor. Stay the fuck over there. Like something like that. Like, yo, don't get close to me. No, you know what I'm saying. It's like, yo, it's so fucking crazy.
Well, now that we finished ego stroking each other, I want to talk a little more about you, Jimmy. I mean, a little your history. I know a lot. We know your history, but give us some of your history. How did you guys start the restaurant business, and where you at today? Because you went from like I said.
That's such a lame question, Casper.
You shut the fuck up, Louis. I'm trying to ask Jimmy questions here.
Jimmy, I gotta step in here for a second, Jimmy. Give me a second.
Oh my God.
Okay, this is how it's done, Casper.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, ready? Jimmy, can you tell us like 5 or the 6 highlights of your life owning restaurants? What were they?
I like that.
Count them down. Numbers from 6 to 1 be the highest. Number 6.
Okay, number 6 being the highest or the lowest?
Number 1 is the highest. Number 6 is.
All right.
We're working backwards.
Number 6 was like 20, like something years ago. I had to figure out how to do Marisco de Caribe as a restaurant. And my dad got sick, went to Puerto Rico, and he came back and didn't believe the restaurant that I built, Marisco de Caribe.
Okay.
Number 5 would be, and it's a big one, I decided to buy Jimmy's Bronx Cafe. I didn't have no money to buy it. And it was $44,000 that my father lent me. And at 20%, at 24% interest, I borrowed $1 million.
That sounds like Pops, yeah.
At $1 million, I borrowed 44% and 24% interest. I was able to lock down Jimmy's Bronx Cafe. And then that's number 5. Number 4 was I did Jimmy's Uptown, a place, one of the most beautiful restaurants in Harlem.
Yeah, it was nice.
And the reason why I call it Jimmy's Uptown was because it was above 96th Street.
Okay.
Number 3 was Jimmy's Downtown on 57 and First, which was downtown because below 96th Street, obviously, is downtown. And it was designed by Alana Watchberg, and it was top 3 design in the country, in the world. I forgot the year. That's number 3, right? So number 2 would be Sofrito, which was then 57th Street.
Right, you flipped it.
And made it Sofrito. And it was on the merge of building that around America, and that didn't work out, and I did Don Coquille. And Don Coquille was the Rochelle, which was like an amazing piece. Because it brought everybody together from all around the world like there was Jimmy's Cafe. And then number 1 would be the combination of all. But yet to come is my next masterpiece, which I'm working on, which is going to be greater than all of them. But I'm going to put all the bonus together of everything that I've done in the past. And this dilemma that we're living in, this is like the setup for the most amazing piece that I'm ever going to do in my life.
This is going to be your legacy, even though Jimmy's Bronx Cafe was the Latino Studio 54, because seriously, I mean, everybody and their mothers had gone to Jimmy's Bronx Cafe. Derek Jeter, Bill Cosby, the Spreewell, Patrick
What
Ewing,
up, Bill
everybody.
Cosby, bro? Está cabrón, Casper, man. Está cabrón.
What happened to Fidel? What happened to your boy Fidel
Fidel,
Castro?
right there, bro. Fidel, bro. That's right.
You got a lot of backlash for that shit.
That was it.
But no, man. But everybody and their mother has been to Jimmy's, and I took the whole cast from Oz there.
Mm-hmm.
You remember that, Jimmy? Remember that night?
Oh, that shit was amazing.
The whole cast of Oz, we took to Jimmy's. That was.
They were all
awesome,
hanging out in the VIP. I remember that night. I remember that like yesterday.
How come you gotta say that they were hanging out in the VIP, bro?
Because I was the VIP guy. I was the VIP guy, and you guys were there.
Why can't we? Oh, so now you want to say what your position was?
That's right.
Oh shit! I was
The haters
Coño, Jimmy, I know you set him up nice, but Casper, we were just hanging out, having a good time. That's it.
Oh my God. Let me tell you something. If we had social media then, we'd be in fucking trouble.
Oh my God. We'd have 35 million followers.
Yep.
Yo, that was like the real deal.
I mean, come on.
Let me tell you. Go ahead, Casper. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say.
Man. Me tienen cojonado.
I was going to say, how many restaurant owners you know that have salsa songs and hip hop songs written about them?
That's right.
That's
right.
From El Canario mentioning Jimmy's with Andy Martinez and Jose Alberto. A mí me gusta la paella de Jimmy's Bronx Cafe. Come on. Jimmy's was the shit. Hey, Jimmy, remember that time we were in the Poconos and we went to that titty bar? And then they were playing your song.
I don't remember that part. I remember that guy, the bouncer that took you home.
But why you gotta shout me out?
Oh, yeah. I didn't want to bring that up, but thank you, Jimmy. Wow, Casper.
You guys just want to shout me out. Está bien. I'm not gonna say
Casper,
anything.
Papi, there's nothing but love for you. You see how he gets? You see how he gets, Jimmy? We're having a nice time. And, Casper, secure yourself, okay? Secure yourself. You're in good hands. That is Jimmy. No, Jimmy, but
yes.
I gotta tell you, man. I used to love. Well, look, I always love hanging out with you, chilling with you, stuff like that. It's always fun. It's always inspiring conversation with you, and of course, it's always freaking good food. Like I said, man, this.
I'm blessed. I'm blessed.
We're gonna get over this situation. Casper, you heard what he said to me, right?
Yes.
I'm blessed,
Okay.
Papi. I'm blessed. I'm blessed to have you in my life, Papi. I'm blessed.
Okay, he meant that to you too, Casper.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
No, I mean that you're both here. You're both.
No, you like Louis better.
When I
man.
say,
like Louis better.
I'm
That's
blessed.
all right.
Like,
That's
yo.
all right. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't have a problem
That's how
with
we
that.
work.
That he likes me better. I don't have a problem
Oh,
with that.
no. Don't get excited. I'm a lesbian, so don't ever, none of you think that you have a chance.
Nothing is wrong with that. Nothing is wrong with that whatsoever. So,
Just remember
Jimmy,
one
let me
thing.
ask you,
Just
man,
remember one thing.
What
was the name? What was it? What was the name? Oh, what was the name of that
What's the
song?
one thing? He forgot what he was going to say.
What's the name? There was another thing the name of that one song. Ain't nothing gonna stop me. I'm all the way up.
I'm all the
I'm
way
all
up.
the way up.
I'm all the way up.
I'm all the way up.
I used to remember.
That's my brother. That's
used
the
to
other
remember
brother.
that-
I'm all the way up.
That,
Yep.
Nothing
Shout out
can
to
stop
Fat
me.
Joe.
I'm all the way up.
So
Listen,
Jimmy,
as
like,
long as we're all alive, we're awake, we good.
what's the craziest thing that has happened in one of your spots that it's like this shit can't be real? I gotta ask you that. What's the craziest? Okay, fuck that. Because you're Jimmy Rodriguez.
I got one. I got one. I want.
I want three. Counting down from 3 to 1. Fuck that. You're Jimmy Rodriguez. Oh, come on.
Go
Number
ahead.
3.
Oh, fuck. Let me give you one, because any moment that like made me think about it. Like one time, I was sitting in the VIP, and I was sitting with Norma Kamali. Norma Kamali, her mother's Puerto Rican. The reason why she keep her last name Kamali, because she married somebody from there, right? So I don't want to mess up there, is because if I say the wrong thing, I'm going to say I don't know what it's up. So Prince was performing in Jimmy's Uptown, Prince, the artist. And his security was around the VIP. And I was sitting there with Norma, and Prince walked over, and I said to the security guy, hey, can Norma take a picture with Prince? And he said, no, actually she has to leave because Prince is here now. And I was like, I said, well, let me explain something to you. It's like 4 of you, and there's like 12 of me, right? You're on the second floor. And your crew and Prince about to get thrown out of my second floor for you disrespecting me. So you tell Prince, I need him to take a picture with her, or you're all going to get thrown out the window. You figure it out. And I walked away.
Damn.
That was like, Prince almost gets thrown out of the second floor window because his bouncer played himself because Prince, or he wanted to make it private. And Prince wasn't that type of guy that was that private. But, sometimes people just take it out of content that they don't know what they're supposed to be doing. So,
Can you follow up with that, Casper?
No, I'm just, I have no words, Prince was about to get kicked out because of some bouncer that worked for him.
Yeah.
But Jimmy's places, come on, everybody did videos there, hung out there. Dave Chappelle did some of his sketches there. When he was doing the Chappelle show, right? He did a sketch in the
fucking Tracy Morgan was there.
Tracy Morgan. I remember that time.
Like everybody, fucking anybody was at Jimmy. He was like, hello.
Let me do a little list of the people I remember hanging out there. Allen Iverson, Spreewell, Ewing, of course, our brother Herb Williams. Herb Williams always hung out with us there. I remember the night that Calvin Klein was hanging out.
Oh my
there.
God! Remember Calvin? How about Mucho Prada?
Yeah. It's.
Did he send you any product, Jimmy?
Mucho Prada was there too. She was chilling out there.
Prada was hanging out with us in the VIP. Lance from NSYNC, and of course our buddy Eitan Sugarman, who's partners with Justin Timberlake, in the restaurants. I mean, everybody and their mothers used to hang.
Andre Harrell, wow.
And the baseball players, Ricky Henderson, and all the Yankees. I mean, it was nuts. Jimmy's to me was the Latino Studio 54.
Oh, hell yeah.
That spot was crazy.
Hands down. Jimmy, we should make a movie about it, bro.
I know.
Come on, man.
You're gonna be Casper, and Casper, you're gonna be.
Who am I gonna be?
Casper's gonna play Jimmy.
No. You're gonna
no.
Bro, how am I gonna play Casper? Casper not gonna play you. That's bullshit, bro.
I'm with Louis. He's booking me, and I haven't even auditioned for the part, but I'll play Jimmy.
You got the part. Fuck that.
No, motherfucker, don't get excited, motherfucker. You're gonna have to wear like one of those little tighties, because now I'm like, yo, Jimmy was a slim motherfucker. Hello.
Yo, Jimmy, let me ask you, what was your favorite club that you went to back in the day?
It's so funny because. I can tell you, I've had so many. I used to have so much fun at the Copacabana, Le Poulet, like PCs, Riddlers.
Diantre, Herpes
Triangle.
Like, there was so many, like, little places. Like, you used to go to 3 places one night just to listen to a band and follow them around. the DJs, and every night from Monday was one place, Tuesday was another place, Wednesday was another place. You didn't fuck around. Everybody had one night. So 7 days you went, and some days had 3 places you went. So in the course of a week, you went to like 20 places. Like, holy smokes. And you just started the next week again and again and again and again. And it was just an amazing time where you just went out and enjoyed yourself. And you communicated with people. Now there's no more communication. Nobody knows how to talk to each other. Everything is make-believe. You're somebody behind somebody within an Instagram or a Facebook. And if you try to be real, like, yo, people don't like it because they're so not used to being real that they're not used to understanding somebody just talks about being themselves. You know, and one of the reasons why I respect Cardi B is because she's just fucking retarded. Like, yo, not retarded in the sense like, you know, that sense of the word, but like, she's like, me. So fuck it. You don't like me? Fuck it. I don't care if you don't like me. Just me.
Yeah, she's real. She's
so nice
real.
to see somebody that's expressive that way. And, you know, like, we've always been the same way amongst ourselves. And like, yo, people listen to us, they're going to be like, yo, you niggas are crazy. Well, maybe because we're real.
Because she speaks out, and she's real.
Yeah.
Yo, she's fucking real. Fuck it. Yo, sis, love you. You real. Keep it real.
Yep.
Like, yo, nobody gives a fuck. We love you because you real. We ain't hating this.
You know, the other thing, Jimmy, is that we don't really have places like that to go to. Unless we're going to your spot today, you know. But I'm saying we don't.
Yeah, but we fucked now because you know what? If you come to New York, I'm gonna tell you where you're gonna go. You're gonna call me. We're going to go to the yacht. We're gonna party on the yacht, and we're gonna chill. And it's like, you know, the new norm is like less people, more fun, and you have real people around you. Right now, I'm in the middle of the fucking ocean, believe it or not. Just chilling, relaxing, enjoying your company, having some food and some wine and some drinks with an amazing young lady. You know, she's young. She's like, yo, she's 40, but I still call her young.
That's
she's
young.
about to stab me. Yo, she's about to stab me.
I can do 40.
You do 40? Oh, my God. You know, 40 is like, 40 is the new 30, but sometimes 40 could be the new 50, but I think that's something 40 the new 20.
Nice.
She's amazing.
Jimmy. I want to live vicariously through Jimmy.
So do I. Sometimes I want to follow me, and sometimes I want to run the fuck out of the way.
Jimmy, you need somebody to watch the boat called Casper.
Where? I'm available.
Yeah.
I do.
Listen, all I say is when you guys come to New York, we're going to do the next podcast in the middle of the ocean, and we're going to talk about the city. We'll drive in the city, and we'll talk about architecture and structure in the different neighborhoods. I think that's a topic to talk about.
Yo me voy a tener que fumar un blunt for that conversation.
That's it. I got 10. I got 10 on the boat right now, and I got a stick.
Okay, did you just say you have a stick? Yeah, I was gonna say, okay, you have a stick.
No, I got a what do you call it? The weed stick, the pin. I'm sorry.
Oh, the little, the
vape pen, whatever.
The vape pens, yeah.
The vape pen.
I got the pen.
Nice.
I got the pen.
Nice.
Got the pen. You know, that's the way to go nowadays. So.
Hell yeah.
Guys, say hello to Loca. Say hi, Loca.
Hi, Loca.
Go, Loca. Go, Loca.
Go, Loca.
Dale, Loca. Coge, Loca. Toma, Loca.
Hey,
hey, what's going on?
How are you, mija?
Hey. Very good.
What's
She's good. That's la Loca.
Yo, Jimmy, does she know how to swim?
We're asking for a friend.
She's swimming in Florida. She's swimming in Vermont.
You got floaties down there? Yeah, okay, cool. But listen, Pop, we're going to let you go back to your cruise. Anything that you want to say in closing? Anything. I don't care how long it takes.
I'm going to tell you one thing. And I need to remind you once again. You know, we're living in a time that nobody knows what Corona is. And neither did I, do I. And I got sick, and I've never been sick in my life. I was sick for almost a week, and I stood away from everybody for 3 weeks. In the course of 3 weeks, after 5 days, I got tested with the swab and came back negative. A week later, negative. I spent 3 weeks not knowing if I had corona, but what I felt for 5 days or 6 days was painful and changed my life forever. And it changed the way I thought about life for the 3 weeks that I was self-isolated, and then kept almost like a month and a half after that isolated. The most beautiful news that I found after 6 weeks was going to take the antibody test that City MD is doing in New York for free, no insurance, no appointment, absolutely free. You walk in, they give you a blood test. The blood test comes back within 2 to 5 days in an email. And if you're positive, that means you have the antibody to fight corona and you had it already and you're not contagious to others. I shared that story with many friends and people in my life. And half of the people that I shared it with came back negative and the other half came back positive. The half that came back positive, half of them never were ever sick and had the antibodies right now and was sick without realizing it. So all I can tell everybody that's listening, please go get tested. It's important. Know how, if you had, and if you could really walk out there and not be scared of getting sick. Because wiping down everything and being scared of everything is not a lifestyle, it's not a norm. That's it. Share it with a friend. If you really care about somebody, share it with somebody.
Wow, that's true. We live in a different world, my brother. You hit it right on the nail. You know?
It's a new norm.
The new norm. Yep.
Don't get tested, puppy. Get tested every week, every fucking 2 weeks. Once a month, but at least once. At least once.
Well, I hear you, and I'll be honest with you. I have not been tested. I don't have a reason for not being tested.
It's just blood work.
We're not going
like
to go tested.
Whether you have diabetes, blood pressure, cholesterol. It's just blood work.
No, I don't have. But that's the whole thing. I don't have any of that. And you got to also understand, I'm in Vermont. I come out of my house once a week.
But I'm like my partner never had it, was never sick, and had it. And another friend of mine never had it, never sick, had it. Wouldn't it be nice to know in the middle of Vermont, hey guys, I've traveled the whole country. I had it in February. I'm here in Vermont, but I already had it. But I can go travel and go to work because I already had it. You know, I'm not scared if I'm going to get it because I already had it. And I'm asymptomatic because I already had it. Like, you're never going to know. It's like, hey, I mean, it's fucked up just to sit home like, oh, I'm not going to get it. But I already had it.
That sounds like a song, because I already had it. I
No,
already
that's
had
a
it.
hit.
I already had it.
That's the 2020 song, the 2020 hit. I already had it.
Yep.
Look,
And
those that
then
already had it, so go out there and do their thing.
and then we'll put a sample of Cardi B saying, "Coronavirus is real, y'all."
I already had it.
Coronavirus is real,
Yo, you
y'all.
already gave it a song. You already gave it the best and the next best hit.
That's the remix.
Call her up, says, I already had it.
Oh my God. So Jimmy, I love you and the way you think. We're gonna keep going here. We'll be in touch. God bless you every day, and till we can hug again, my brother.
Talk to you next Saturday. I love you.
Later, Papi.
Later, Casper. I love you.
Love you too, bro.
Later, you guys.
He almost forgot about Casper. Thank God he did.
How the fuck I'm gonna forget about Casper? That's my bitch. Loca, I love you.
Right, Sucia.
All right, mommy. Bye.
Later.
Hey guys, I'm Jackie Quinoñes and welcome to Mujeres in Media. Today we are here with Marilyn Camacho, who is a Puerto Rican actress, producer, and writer from the South Side of Chicago, now residing in Los Angeles. Some of her most recent television credits include roles on Animal Kingdom, American Gods, Scandal, Chicago Fire, and more. When she's not in front of the camera, she's developing content as the founder and president of Caribeña Creatives, a boutique multicultural production studio of women creatives dedicated to amplifying Caribbean voices. Hi, Marilyn.
Wow, thank you so much for that amazing introduction. How you doing, Jackie?
I'm good, my love. Amazing introduction is because amazing human being, right? You have done so much work, both in Chicago and Los Angeles. Can you run me through really quickly some of the notable things that you have done and sort of where you find yourself now in your career?
I'm one of the co-founders of Urban Theater Company, which is the only theater company based on the west side of Chicago in the Puerto Rican community, Humboldt Park. I dedicated at least 10 years of my life to building up that company before moving out here to Los Angeles. And since I've been here, I've managed to work. It's been a blessing. You know, you already have the list there. So if people want to get that list, they get IMDb me. Long story short.
Go to the IMDb, guys.
I've been blessed to work, and this past year I directed, produced, wrote my first short called Push. And then most recently, right before quarantine, I founded Caribeña Creatives, which has been keeping me super busy these days.
Yes.
That has been a huge blessing to open up a space for us Caribeñas to get together, talk about the work that we're doing, given that all of us are in the industry, and just having a family here. It's been one of the most incredible things that has happened to me ever in my life.
That's beautiful. Can you tell me a little bit about what it was that led you to create Caribeña Creatives?
Being here in Los Angeles can be very isolating at times. I wasn't able to find any type of organization that had women from Caribbean backgrounds that I could connect with. During that time, I would host dinners at my house every once in a while because I love to cook and I love to host. So I thought to myself, why don't I just try to make an event out of it and invite everybody that's in my cell phone that I know is a Caribeña working in Hollywood.
Right.
I invited at least 25 women and I got 4 RSVPs. We get there and girl, 22 women showed up.
Yes.
And I was like, of course, blame it on the Caribeñas and RSVP and just be like, oh, we just gonna show up.
Right.
But I mean, I was so shocked because we had an amazing turnout.
Can you explain why it's so necessary to have that in Hollywood?
I think that Hollywood has a very limited view in how they see Latinos. I don't think that they understand that we come from all types of different cultural backgrounds and that we all look different. They need to open up their perspective. I think the more that we unite, we can create more awareness.
I'm snapping here. I'm snapping. Yes. So now for some random fun stuff. I like asking these questions because I feel like it reveals a lot about people and they're just fun. So here we go. Hero or villain for a day?
Yeah, I would definitely choose the villain.
What are you most grateful for?
My family.
Who or what inspires you?
My mother.
What would be your superpower?
Invisibility.
Why?
Oh my God. You know how there's that saying, if I could be a fly on the wall? Girl, if I was invisible, honey.
Would you want to be that fly on the wall, though? Really?
I would, because I'm nosy.
Where would you hide out? What would you want to see?
If I could be invisible right now, I would literally be at the major networks. I would love to be in those executive rooms with the presidents and the vice presidents. I would like to just sit in on one of their meetings.
I thought it was going to be something juicy. Like, I want to see who Leonardo DiCaprio's sleeping with. Like, you know what I mean? I want to see what the president's doing in the war room. You know what I mean?
Oh, God, we already know what the president's doing. Don't even get me started, okay?
Ain't that the truth? We're not going to go down that road right now, though.
Yeah, we're not going to even go there. We're not going to go there.
What's your zombie apocalypse skill?
Climbing.
Climbing? That's interesting. You're good at climbing?
No, I'm just saying I would want to, if I was a zombie, I hope I could climb.
That's not how the game works. No, you're running. Okay, let me explain. You're running from zombies and they're trying to kill you and there's tons of people that are dying. What's the skill that you can use to help everybody to survive the apocalypse?
I totally misunderstood your question. I thought you were saying if I was a zombie, what would be my skill?
That's funny.
I would be the machete swinger. I would have a machete and I would just be cutting heads off left and right.
Damn, I'm scared of you.
Me and my machete.
I love it. Woof. I'm scared of you, girl, but I like it. You discover a beautiful island and you can build your own society and you make the rules. What's the first rule you put into place?
No one is superior to anybody else, no matter what color you are, what ethnicity you are, what background you have, equality across the board.
I think that's a beautiful rule to put in place. I love it. Mm-hmm. What are your words of wisdom to people listening?
Bet on yourself. Bet on yourself. If anybody is doubting your skills or your talents or your dreams, if you're doubting your dreams, don't. Bet on yourself. And that's it. That's all I got. You have more questions for me, girl?
No, you A++. You pass with flying colors, girl. Marilyn.
Oh, this is great. This is so much fun.
Thank you so
much, boo. This is awesome.
Take care. If you'd like to know more, please visit www.mujeresenmedia.com or Facebook, Twitter, Instagram @mujeresenmedia.
One of them is famous. The other one is only known by his mother. The Luis Guzman and Casper Martinez Show.
Vaya, vaya. Welcome back to the Luis Guzman and Casper Martinez Show. I'm Casper, and he's...
Luis Guzman, yo.
There you go, there
pasa,
you go. All right, having a little fun here on the show.
Huepa chuleta.
I'm over here, and I'm checking out these stories that we love to talk about. I saw this story. I relate to it.
You love to talk about, but go ahead.
I do love to talk about it.
Well, yeah, so I'll participate.
Está bien, así es que lo vamos a hacer. Mira, I have this story here about this Christian rocker that he says he doesn't believe in God. You know, I absolutely am 1,000% with him because, you know, in case you didn't know, I am an atheist. So when I read this story, I was like, all right, man, finally.
But you being an atheist has nothing to do with this guy, okay?
Oh, it has a lot to do with
Tell me about the guy. Tell me about the guy.
Well, the guy's name is Jonathan Steingart, and it's kind of hard to be a front man of a Christian.
Oh, we're giving out names.
Yes.
Yes. Shit. Okay, go ahead.
You know.
All right, we're giving up.
Jonathan used to be in a Christian rock band, and it's kind of hard to continue being in a Christian rock band when the lead singer no longer believes in God. He now says he's decided to tell the truth. He no longer believes in God and has doubt. He's had doubts for many years. In a lengthy Instagram post, Jonathan says he has been terrified about making the announcement, but feels that he's being dishonest, not talking about the fact that he lost his faith. He wrote, after growing up in a Christian home.
Okay, but wait, hold on. What does faith have to do with God? I don't understand that connection. But go ahead, continue, bro.
Really?
Faith in God. Yeah.
That is because actually what you're saying, dude. The first thing that religion tells you is don't question anything, just have faith. You know.
Well, bro, I'm questioning it.
But that's the funny thing. That's the problem that I actually have with faith. You're not supposed to question it. You're just supposed to blindly say, yeah, there's a God. You know, where's the evidence? I don't know. But, you know, I'm glad that he's bringing it up because...
But hold on. Let me ask you this. Mm-hmm. Do you believe, if you're an atheist,
mm-hmm.
is it safe to say that an atheist believes in a higher power? And listen to what I said carefully. A higher power.
A higher power such as, what's a higher power? You know, because...
A higher power could be, for you I'm talking about. You could define it however you want.
Okay, here's my answer. I believe more in aliens than I believe in any God. Because I believe that we came from somewhere, and it could have been from another galaxy, it could have been from another planet, it could have been planted here. But that whole thing of that we have an imaginary man in the sky and we should just do what he says, I don't buy it.
Okay, all right. So this rocker...
Mm-hmm.
He wrote, after growing up in a Christian home, being a pastor's kid, playing and singing in a Christian band, and having the word Christian in front of most of the things in my life, I am now finding that I no longer believe in God. He said he no longer fears losing his place in Christian music, but is giving it up totally. What?
And I'm sure he's going to
wow.
get repercussions for that. Because here's my thing. If you want to talk about God, the first question that I would have is, which one? Because every religion has a different God, you know. So which God are we really talking about?
Yeah, but doesn't matter. I mean,
It does.
look, people. Well, look, I mean, I know there's like a lot of hypocrisy, because you know, hypocrisy meaning, you know, Bible people that believe in the Bible are some of the biggest political hypocrites that there are. But but at the same time, there's other people who are just really good people, man. They go to work every day and they believe in their God and stuff like that. Because I think people need something to clutch onto, and it's okay. It's their belief. But it's okay. It should also be okay to change your mind. It should also be very okay to say, you know what, I'm going to skip out of this.
Right.
To go to
The
something
same
else.
way that it's
or
okay to
not.
believe, it's also okay not to believe. But that's the problem that we have
Right.
in our society because, and mainly, I've experienced this mainly with a lot of Christians. Christians will tell you, no, it's okay, you don't believe, but God bless you, and this and this and that. So basically, you're imposing what you believe onto me because at the end of the day, you don't really care if I believe in it or not. You just feel comfortable that you believe in it, and I need to impose it on you. Like, that business, that bakery that didn't want to serve a gay couple, it's against my religion. Really? So what does your religion teach you? Hate? Because how is it?
Yeah.
How is it hurting you to make a cake for a gay couple if you're a baker?
They're contradicting the good word.
Mm-hmm. And that's
And
where
so,
it becomes really
yeah.
iffy.
hmm
That's why I love everyone, and you know what? I don't care if you praise Allah. I don't care if you praise God. I don't care if you praise Buddha. If that makes you feel fulfilled, if that makes you feel happy, I'm very cool with it. I'm not here telling you, oh, I don't believe in it, so you shouldn't believe in it. We both have the same right. And we should be more open like that. But unfortunately, it isn't. When you tell people you're an atheist, there's a bad stigma to it. Ese no cree en Dios. Ese es un impío. It's like, come on, man. Let's not get crazy.
Yeah. So, more power to that rocker. I'm sure he'll be okay.
Yeah, and it was
I
nice
understand.
that the guys that were in the band with him actually support him and say, hey, man, we support your decision. We still love you. We're homies, and that's the way it should be.
Yeah. I totally agree with that. Totally agree with that. So, where you at, Casper? Where the funny people at?
I'm right here.
Where do you go? Where do you go from there though? After Christian rock, like what are you gonna rap?
Maybe heavy
like
metal.
what's the next
Gustavo.
thing for this guy?
Gustavo, I'm gonna send him to you. Okay, so you can interview him and
I'll make him a
if he
star.
can do our promo. Do we got any promos?
Give me his name.
We got any?
We got some voices.
Oh,
there. We
yeah?
got some girl voices. There was a couple
man,
interesting
can we
ones
hear them,
there.
bro?
Couple interesting
hear it.
ones there. Yeah,
Oh,
let me
yeah,
pop
man.
these
Yeah,
up.
let
me
him go
pop
ahead
these up
and
so
look
we
for
can do
those.
this.
But, oh, man, I'm just having a good time with you guys. I swear. I swear, Louis. I love you, bro.
You know what, Casper? I want you to understand this. And even though you say you love me, it's always been very important to me that I love me too. And I just wanted to just say that, because I do love me. And that means a lot to me. And my love is for me and like no other love for me.
Damn.
You understand?
You are a poet
Yeah.
and you know it.
Bro, that wasn't poetry, man. That was like evidence of my love for me, for my love.
You know how that sounds, right?
You understand?
Sounds like you just love yourself a little too much, bro.
One is on the money. The other one thinks he's funny. The Luis Guzman and
Okay, she
Casper
fucked up
Martinez
right
show.
there.
I swear, Luis, I put in the casting, you know how you put it, how you enunciate the words right next to your freaking name, man. And
No, she was doing
I
great
swear,
till then.
we're gonna have to do live auditions, I think. Casper, which one was the lady that was very expressive?
Yeah, I
if you
think
would
her
say.
name was like Honey something.
Did you remember her name?
No, Honey something. I don't know.
Honeysuckle. Let me see here. Honey. Wait, I got.
Give me a second. I could tell you. I will open it up right here. This girl had me cracking. Yeah, Honeysucker. Yep.
Honey, right?
Kinder Honeysucker.
Oh, here it is. Oh my God. All right.
Yes.
Are you sitting down, Luis?
One is on the money. The other one thinks he's funny. The Luis Guzman and Casper Martinez show. One of them is famous. The other one is only known by his mother. The Luis Guzman and Casper Martinez show.
She put in her own little sound effect.
She put in her own
no, but there was one
sound
that she
effects.
sounded really, really. Luis Guzman and Casper Martinez.
I know, Louis, we got like 40 of these. Let me hear what.
One is on the money. The other one thinks he's funny. The Luis Guzman and Casper Martinez show.
Guzman.
Oh my God.
Oh, Honey Lauren. Try Honey Lauren. I think it's Honey Lauren.
Okay, here we go. Let's listen to Honey Lauren. Where is she at? Here she is. Here we go. Honey Lauren.
Oh, one is on the money. The other one thinks he's funny. Oh, the Luis Guzman and Casper Martinez show. One of them is famous. The other one is only known by his mother. Oh, the Luis Guzman and Casper Martinez show.
Now, with that particular audition, why is it that she can say Martinez with the R and really clear, but she can't say Guzman? Everybody say Guzman. It's Guzman. Luis Guzman. You know.
Luis Guzman.
I kind of want to hear more of Honey. You know, what's funny is that, you know, the direction, as you said, Luis, was something, Luis, was, you know, down, dirty, and fun, right? So everybody, down, dirty, and fun means something different to everybody.
Yeah, but
right?
that also...
One? Oh, the Luis Guzman and Casper Martinez show.
Oh, man.
The thing is, and I feel bad for them because they're only doing what they think they should be doing. That this is a prime example of when you audition people.
Feel bad for them.
I do, because you know what? They're not getting any direction. They're just getting notes.
No,
So
I don't feel. I don't feel bad for them. I feel no, man. I feel good for them. You know
why?
Don't feel bad because they're getting something on their terms.
Okay, I hear you.
know?
If you want to look at
And
it that way, absolutely.
It doesn't match up to what we want to do.
Mm-hmm. But they're creative anyway, absolutely.
But they're being creative, and we are hearing the options that exist in this universe of us trying to find the right person, and that's okay.
Damn, you're a motherfucking
You know?
Confucius. I like that. This guy
You know
flipped
what I mean?
it. He flipped it. He was like, it's about
Yeah,
their
man.
experience. It's about them. Let them express
It's about
themselves
that apple I
artistically.
just ate.
You know, it's like...
Gustavo, you are recording this, right?
Dímelo.
Yes. Casper, that did not sound too convincing. Okay, anyway, no. But another thing I want to say, Gustavo, I kind of, not that I'm trying to swell your head up or anything like that, but it's nice that you bounce in once in a while. Pero,
Hey, man, I'm here for you guys, you know?
Word. You don't need to add
Casper.
to it. You don't need to it.
Right? I mean, tú ves, bro.
He said, don't do it too
Yeah,
much.
yeah.
Don't do it too much.
Explícale eso ahí, Casper, porque si
I'll
no...
tell him off the air. You know, I have to break it down to
No,
him
no,
every week.
you gotta tell him. You gotta tell him now. But anyway, listen. You know that. I don't know if you guys heard it where you live, or seen it where you live or participated in it where you live, but in New York City, every day at 7 o'clock, people open up the windows and start hitting their ollas with the metal spoons.
Right. For
Yeah,
the
on
essential
behalf,
workers. Yep.
for the all EMT nurses, the doctors, the police officers, the delivery drivers, all the medical people and staff. So, I just wanna again send out my blessings, mi bendiciones to you men and women, who go out there every day, and you guys are in the front line and doing the best you can with the resources, and in some cases limited resources, but you guys still get the job done. And again, my bendiciones, my blessings to you, and thank you for what you continue to do for humanity and for the community.
Yep. All across the U.S. We do thank you.
No, yeah, right, Kat, because I wasn't just talking about your neighborhood, okay? Thank you for saying that. Around the world, okay? Let's take it around the world.
Around the world.
You know what I mean, Casper?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I know what you mean.
Tú ves, Casper. What did I just finish? What did we just finish talking about?
We
Okay,
were
I'm
telling
gone.
Gustavo to shut the fuck up, but for some reason he keeps coming on. He just keeps coming on, bro. You keep talking, we're gonna have to make you SAG after, and we don't want to do that, bro.
Yeah.
No.
That's not in the budget.
Exactly.
I'm FICOR. I'm FICOR,
in
but
the
don't tell
budget.
anyone.
Yo, bro, when we start getting care packages of nice stuff, whatever I don't want, I'll give to you, Gustavo.
Aw,
I'll take your sobras any day.
look at that. That's so awesome that Luis already foreseen that. He's like, when they send me stuff that I don't like, I'll go ahead and give it to you, Gustavo.
I'll give them to my kids and they'll tell them I got
Okay.
it for them.
I thought here's a nice thing. Here's a nice thing I found. I'm gonna read it, okay?
Sure.
I'm gonna read it. Okay. The wife, it's a husband and wife. Wife, I love you. Husband, I love you too. Wife, prove it, scream it to the world. Husband, whispers in her ear, I love you. Wife, why did you whisper it? Husband, because you are my world.
So you're sending that to Gustavo? That's the message you want to go ahead and give Gustavo, that he's your world?
No, man, I just want to ignore both of you and read something nice for a minute.
Bro, you just saved my marriage. You just saved my marriage
Gustavo's
with
gonna
that.
use
Did
that
I?
shit tonight.
You just
Mira,
saved my
Gustavo's
marriage,
gonna
bro. I'm getting late
I was gonna
tonight.
say he's gonna smoke a joint in his car, and then he's gonna go to his wife and do exactly what you just said.
Oh my God.
That's just wrong.
Okay.
Keep them coming.
Yeah.
Keep them coming.
Yes. Love Thoughts by
You know?
Louis Guzman.
No kidding. No kidding. But so yeah, Casper, you don't have an Oya in your house, man? You don't go out at 7 o'clock and bang it?
Nah, bro. I live in the suburbs. I pull out an olla and smack it at 7 o'clock. Nobody's really gonna hear it. My neighbor's probably gonna look at me like I'm crazy, but there's no big
Bro,
activities.
why? But there you go again. Why does it have to be because nobody's gonna hear? Why can't it be about what you want to do and give yourself the freedom to do what you want to do?
You know what?
I don't understand, bro.
I don't want to be on an olla at 7 p.m. How about that?
Well, then say that. Then say that.
I just did.
Then say that.
I ain't gonna go outside and beat on
But
the
it
pots
took you-
at 7
it took-
p.m.
Forget it, Casper. Forget it. Talk about anything else you want. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
No, I want to talk about you. Let's talk about you, Louis.
Okay, ask me a question.
All right.
Quickly. Don't you thinking about it?
I am thinking about it because I'm thinking, which question should I waste on you? Let me see.
Okay, that's a good response.
So, what have you been doing this week? Are you still farming? Besides eating the apple?
You're gonna ask me that question,
Sure.
Casper?
Absolutely.
Out of all the questions in the world, you're gonna ask me that question.
What kind of question would you like me to ask you? Would you like me to ask you a personal question, a silly question, a serious question? Which kind of question?
So it finally rained yesterday. It hadn't rained here in like 2 weeks.
There you go.
You know, everything was dry. So we had a really, really nice downpour. And you know, just been working outside, man. Setting up the garden, and next week we're gonna start planting lettuces and onions and tomatoes and carrots and cucumbers. You know, and yeah, we're gonna start our Guzman food productions.
Awesome.
Yeah, man.
Are you gonna have your face on the label like Paul Newman? You know, the Paul Newman pizzas and salad dressings. And
Why you gotta go there, Casper?
I'm
Why
just
you
saying,
always like
marketing?
trying
Marketing,
like,
Papi,
bro,
marketing.
bro, marketing?
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Now that you mention it, I might think about it.
I'm just saying it's a good
I might
idea.
think. Okay. What do you want for it? What do you want for the idea?
Nothing. It's yours. It's free. As a matter of fact, I'm
Okay.
gonna give Gustavo free advice. I'm gonna go back to Gustavo because Gustavo already has that whole little thing you did there about the whisper in my ear and tell me that you love me and you're my
beautiful.
world. I have something here
My
for you,
world.
Gustavo.
I think.
Tell me.
I think he actually went away to tell his wife.
Yep.
He's just getting back now.
He's warming her up. But I'm gonna help you, Gustavo, because look, these two words can help end any argument. Even if
Oh, my
you
God.
and your partners are great at communicating, you're bound to lose your temper sometimes. And it happens to the best of us. And when it does, this meditation expert, Alexandra Carter, suggests a 2-word phrase that can diffuse any argument. So you ready, Gustavo? You got a pencil or you got a pen?
Hit me.
Her 2 magic words, tell me. Now, it seems simple, but Carter says the phrase is the ultimate open question that can be used in relationship with kids, at work, or in pretty much any time you're trying to end a disagreement. And it's basically all about changing perspective.
Tell me, just tell me.
Exactly. Like you know, I don't know if you watched that show New Amsterdam with the doctor that he goes, how can I help? You know, well, with this one, it's tell me about you. Carter explains saying tell me helps us move from a black and white view of a situation to a learning conversation where we get unstuck and understand more about an issue. But the phrase works in other situations too. Instead of asking your partner, how was your day? You can say, tell me about your day. And it might change their response. Rather than replying fine or good. You know?
I'm going to try that.
Yeah.
See, Casper,
I'm going to be like...
You totally contradicted yourself,
Why?
Casper. You totally contradicted yourself because you, earlier, before you said, so, what was it like on the farm this week? What did you do? You see? You didn't say, tell me.
I know, you're right. I should have
You
said,
didn't
hey,
say,
Louis,
tell me
about your
Oh,
tomatoes.
my
Or
God.
tell me about your vegetables that you're growing. Tell me about your day. Tell me
you're
about
being a
what
little
you're
sarcastic
doing.
right now, but I get the point.
No, you just want to bust
I
my
get the
balls.
point.
I'd rather just talk to Gustavo because
I'm not
Gustavo
busting your
listens
balls,
to me.
man.
You know, Gustavo listens
Okay,
to
go
me.
ahead.
I'm going to tell my wife, I'm going to tell her, tell me why the living room is a mess again.
Tell me
why are the
late
shoes
2 hours.
everywhere? Yeah. Tell me why. You know.
Tell me.
It's a double-edged sword.
Yeah,
tell
you know
me.
what?
You gotta be more specific
Gustavo,
out there.
Who cooks in your house?
Yeah, seriously.
No, my wife cooks. She's an expert, and she always makes up new things, and she's the best. Honestly, if not for her, I'd probably die of like eating fast food.
You don't cook, bro?
Diabetes. Not really. No, my wife takes
stuttered.
care of the most cooked. I do like breakfast, like Saturday breakfast with the kids and stuff, and I'll do like the pancakes and stuff like that. But I don't cook.
It's not really cooking pancakes. You know.
Yeah, French
Come
toast.
on, bro. You embarrassed me, bro.
That's
Oh,
sad.
sorry, man.
Because me and Louis, we
Well-
love to cook, man.
Oh, hell yeah.
Bro.
What's one of your favorite dishes to cook?
Casper, you
Louis?
remember? You remember when we used to hang out in the apartment
Yeah.
and somebody would start cooking in the kitchen?
Yep. All the time. We don't play.
You know?
En la casa no se pasa hambre. We love to get down cooking, seriously. I'm a little disappointed in you, Gustavo, because basically what you're telling me is that your wife is slaving in the kitchen all day. You got 5 kids, y tú estás aquí jangueando y fumando motos en el carro.
Oh,
That's
shit.
how it goes.
Oh.
What are we, in 1965?
Wow, Casper.
Bro.
I hope that hurt him. I really hope that hurt him and made him rethink.
Word.
Because that's another two-word phrase.
You just painted me like horribly. That like when you put it like that, I mean, I feel like I gotta go do the dishes now.
You should.
I do the dishes and I mop and stuff, you know.
Right, you're just saying that because we're recording you and you don't want to feel guilty of being a male chauvinistic pig. Because you're like, my wife.
I was brought up, you know. I was brought up in the era where my dad would honk the horn at girls out the window and stuff, you know. So I'm not as bad as that.
Oh, you grew up like that, bro?
Yeah, I'm an '80s baby. They used to smoke cigarettes in the car. Maybe, yeah.
You got those pulmones and stuff.
Yeah.
That reminds me, I had a buddy of mine named Chino. That guy used to crack me up because this guy had about 16 kids with like 4 different chicks, and then we'd be driving down in his Buick, and he'd be like, yo, what's up, mommy? Yo, what's up, mommy? And I used to look at him, and I'd be embarrassed in the car, and I'm like, Chino, why do you think that works as a pickup? Like, yo, but she's fine, she's fine. I'm like, bro, you got like 17 kids. You don't really need to procreate anymore. I don't care, bro. I don't care. She good. You know, it's that old school mentality of
yo. Let me tell you, my dad. My father, Joaquin Guzman, in Puerto Rico.
Mm-hmm.
I remember one time he's driving, and we come to the toll booth, you know, and the toll is a quarter, una peseta.
Right.
And there's a lady there. He gives him the quarter, and she takes the quarter and throws it in the basket. I don't know that process, you know.
Yeah.
You don't put the peseta directly into the basket. You give it to the lady, and she throws it in the basket for you.
Yep.
You know, but anyway, my father, Casper, don't rush me. I feel like you're rushing me.
Oh no, I'm disagreeing.
Okay? No. Aguántate.
All right,
I'm holding. So my father, bro, Tobu, right? This is my father. Cariño, mariposa belleza, esta peseta será para ti. And it's like, this is.
It was Valentino.
This is like 2 minutes of listening to this shit, and I'm saying to myself, "Coño, this lady's getting more than a quarter's worth here."
With that whole blah 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 blah.
But every toll booth, every time we could pass like 3 or 4 going from San Juan to Aguadilla, you know, everyone is like, "Oh man!" So that's where I picked up my pickup line from. You know, that's like how to do it, you know, because he had a very beautiful, poetic, loving, caring kind of style, you know. So even though all she's taking is pesetas, but man, you know, that beautiful set of love and vibe that my pop was giving off to them, it rubbed off on me, man. It was those were good lessons.
That's why you're so good at expressing yourself.
And you know, that was like that whole tell me thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tell you
that was the Latino version of it. I'm gonna tell you that the roses are red, the sky is blue, the ocean's waves are so smooth.
No, Casper,
you know?
Casper.
Hey, I got game. I got game. You know?
No. That's no game. No. You totally, Gustavo. I am so sorry. Casper, you missed it, bro. You missed it. You're talking about sky, ocean, maybe a cornfield. I'm talking about cariño, mariposa, belleza que tú eres.
Esos labios,
mujer,
esos ojos, ese pelo, tus senos, las curvas. Tú con tantas curvas. You know, all that.
See, you took it to a chauvinistic thing. See, I wasn't going there.
Yeah, but that's pretty much what it was.
There.
You know that's what it was.
It could be romantic. It could be romantic.
No, my stuff was coming from admiration. Big difference, Casper. My shit was coming from admiration.
Let me break this down. Louis telling
Can you
me
spell that? Can you spell that?
admiration.
Dale.
Admiration. So, like I said, Louis, Louis breaking down how his father was a male chauvinistic pig back in the days and trying to make it like it's stylish. Dude, he was married to your mama. He's over here kicking it to the lady that he's giving a quarter to. The only reason she's listening is because she needs to get the damn quarter so he can pass the toll. I'm sure that when he drove away, she was like, ay, este tipo con la misma mierda every time he comes here.
Bro, that used to be cool, though. People used to be, you know.
I'm not going to lie to you. I never heard that from any of them. And they always, when we left, we left them with a bright smile.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you tell me, some lady, some viejita rose up on you, Casper, and you work in the toll booth, and he said, "Oye, papá, hermoso, cariño, buen hombre, qué chulo, chuletón." That you're not gonna like, coño, wow, gracias.
No,
You know?
I'm actually
Kind
gonna call the cops and request a breathalyzer for this lady. She's probably drunk out of her mind and horny as shit. You know?
Okay, that could be.
I'm like, look at Mrs. Robinson here trying to pick me up.
There's opportunity everywhere.
Exactly.
Right?
I'd be like, that's exactly what I would be hearing. And here's to you, Mrs. Robinson. I'm like, la doña está bellaca. But that's the way I think. You know, that's just the way I roll.
Good for you, brother. I'm really, really, really happy for you.
All right, that's it for us. Until next time, I'm Casper Martinez. He's Luis Guzman. Take care.
That's
Comb
right.
your hair.
Hi, true. Ciao. Te quiero, te amo. Un abrazote, mi gente.